Iowa's not in the middle anymore. This is BS. What happened here?
The algorithm knows who the star is.
I don't know about that. I don't like
It's all
that.
about yourself.
I don't like that. Nope. You should be in the middle. You won the golf thing the other day.
I know. I'm undefeated.
You are undefeated. I mean, you've got the what was it? The turf map or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Eric, I don't know if you saw it, but I created, those college football maps. If a team wins a game, then they get placed where that other team is from or where that other team has won games.
Oh, yeah.
So I created that map for just North and South Carolina for when the boys play golf. And since I'm the only undefeated person in the group, my face is just all over the map.
Yeah. Nationwide.
Yes.
We're golf content creators now. Even though golf isn't over, but there's just, like we were just talking before the show started. It is episode 275. It is August 6th, 2025. It is National Root Beer Float Day. We will have more on that in a minute. But like we were talking about, there's just too much football to pass up right now. Right?
Yeah. Correct.
I mean, come on. Yeah. You can't be flashing the banning of certain things in this league, which we will also get to, and us not have opinions about it. Okay. Now, for those of you who can't see and you're listening to the podcast, thank you. Shout out to our new background as well. Sponsors presented by Possibly You. Shout out Step Brothers. You could always sponsor the show if you'd like, but thank you for listening. If you are listening, hit a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, leave a review, all those things on all your podcasts, anywhere you find them. But we have a special guest. We called in the big guns. We called in the bullpen. We are discussing the NFC North this evening, and we have one of the most in the know NFC North people of all time. Is a Twitter legend, verified today that we saw. We'll get to that in a minute. And known as the Proptologist, the PSR host guy, now on the Spittin Truth podcast. It is at PSR host guy DegenEric. DegenEric. Welcome back to the show.
Oh, it's nice. It feels good to be back. We must be close to football if we're back on the Millie Goats podcast. And it's weird hearing the intro music sitting in my house. I'm always at work when I listen to you guys. I'm an audio guy myself, so I appreciate the audio listener.
Well,
and, what I do is there's a no earbuds rule at the place I work, but what I do is I cut the earplugs in half and I sort of hollow them out a little bit, and then I super glue them on top of flesh-colored earbuds, and then I just pop them in my ears. Nice. So you can have my podcast when you take it from my cold dead hands. You think I'm just going to work through the fall and not listen to podcasts? I will quit this job before that happens.
Football is delicate, and we only have as we move through life, there's so much we only have so much football left. That's just a reality. And if you try to tell us that we can't have football, then you can go somewhere else and kick rocks, because it's all about football right now, especially. So
all season long, it's hard not to think about how much football we have left or how little football we have left.
I'm already sad that it might be over in February.
I'm not letting myself be sad about it.
No,
we haven't. We've had one game this season.
It was incredible.
We are now at a point where we will not have a weekend without football until February. So what's not to be happy about it?
That's beautiful.
I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us are doing the same thing. We say this every show. Currently, I'm watching Inside the Training Camp with Joe Thomas in his really, really small hat on top, but his bottom of the hat's really wide. So it's almost like he's got a cowboy hat on with just a bill.
Well, and look, I applaud all the old offensive linemen, including one of our best friends, Kilgore.
Shout out.
But what I can't stand, and might be a how dare you, I don't like it when they get skinny.
It messes with my brain.
I know them. I know them as big, gigantic, athletic freak offensive linemen.
Never missed a snap.
And when they lose weight, I'm like, this guy's a nerd.
Yes.
This guy didn't play sports. This guy's a nerd. He's tall and big for no reason, because he didn't play sports. He
played high school basketball.
Yes. And wasn't very good at that.
Fraud.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I don't know who you are. It's like, there's certain things that happen in life whenever you're a kid and you look up to them. It's like, what was it? Somebody was telling me that I heard a story on a show today that NBA Jams, the reason they couldn't put Michael Jordan on the on the game in NBA Jams is because when he dunked the ball, the game would explode. So
Mm.
find out stuff like that as a kid, like, oh, that's not true. It's like, what do you mean this guy was an offensive lineman? No, he's not. He looks like a basketball player.
Yeah.
It's
Now you're telling me he's one of the greats? Hardly.
Yeah.
absolutely not.
I blame
No.
Al Roker for normalizing this.
Facts, dude.
There's a guy for the he used to play for the Panthers. He did it too. I forget what his name is, but he's on like their wall of fame. But I think he's their radio guy now, like the analyst for the radio. But yeah, same thing. Huge
Well-
big guy, played tackle, and then all of a sudden looks like freaking Sean Bradley out there. And I'm like, the
Shout out
hell?
Space Jams. What now? I mean, now you've got it's seeping. You know, Andrew Whitworth is now they're getting into fashion. You know what I mean? Like they're starting
Yeah.
to kind of wear the
Oh,
the
I'm gonna
hoodie
be the
underneath
hoodie
blade.
under the suit
Yep.
jacket guy.
So we've got them branching out. Now it doesn't mean we don't respect him, but at the same time, it's like, look, we see what you're doing. You can't fool us, and that's just we missed you whenever you were big. I know you think you look cool, but my football brain can't normalize this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think you put it this way too. Is like you hear them talk all the time, and you probably talk back to them. They just don't hear you. So you consider yourself friends. So that's what friends would do is they'd be like, "Look, dude, that outfit does not look good. I'm not
Mhm.
letting you
It's
gonna wear
not
that
working.
outfit."
It's not
Yep.
working, buddy.
yeah, they
The only
need some
reason
truth
Jason Kelsey hasn't done it is because being fat is his shtick. Otherwise,
Yep.
he'd be weird looking too.
Yeah.
telling. Very good
And
point.
what is up with the diplomatic immunity that this guy enjoys? He's rolling golf carts over drunk. He's taking his pants off at kids' events, smashing people's phones. Nothing happens to this guy ever. He can do
Can't-
whatever he wants within the city limits of Philadelphia.
He's
Yes.
uncancelable.
I don't. They put him on the 100 top podcasts, most influential podcasts of all time, which we caused quite a stir whenever we went at Pardon My Take. We took on the AWLs and they got big mad, which is hilarious because you can't be that sensitive whenever you're talking about Pardon My Take. If you're an AWL, you just can't be that serious. You can't. You're going against the code.
Also, it's not a real award.
Yes. Right. Yes. Consider the source. We rarely. So National Root Beer Day. Let's rattle off some numbers. We're analytics guys. 16 is the number of roots and herbs that root beer is made of. Didn't know that. 3% is the percentage that root beer makes up in America's soft drink market. That's way lower than I thought.
Yeah.
1960, the year when a key ingredient of root beer and the sassafras root, which I thought was made up, was banned by the FDA.
Mm.
I thought
They're nerfing our root beers.
That was like 23 skidoo. It's just a thing you say.
I mean, they took away Four Locos, first of all, and now they took away root beer. Leave us
If
alone.
I can't have a sassafras flavored Sparks, I mean, is this even America?
Sparks.
I mean, I thought I tasted something. I was like, you know what this needs? Sassafras right
Mm.
now, immediately. So it's National Root Beer. I'm sad I saw that because one, it's an awesome name, Sassafras, and two, they nerfed our root beers. I wonder what that did. Well, somebody got to look that up. What sassafras did? People probably
You could
hallucinate.
name a boat. You could name a gun.
Yeah.
You could name a car sassafras. That works on all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
Sounds like a word that my 4-year-old made up, trying to rhyme with another word.
I bet it was something to do with Dr. Seuss. They're like, we don't like that guy. Disney probably put out an apology, like sassafras. That was our idea. Sorry.
I'd heard that root beer is called root beer because it's what every soda tastes like before you do anything to it. But then how do you get clear sodas?
See,
Doesn't make any sense.
that's one of those things. When we find out, we're going to be really sad, just like offensive linemen being skinny.
Yep.
Mm.
I know
Now,
that. Nobody I know crushes more root beer floats than I do. I just had one last night. I eat ice cream every single day. People don't believe me when I say this. I have a giant bowl of ice cream every single day for like 10 years now. As long as you live healthily otherwise and you eat the natural vanilla stuff, you could just eat ice cream, dude.
Yeah, you can.
They lied to you when you were a kid.
It has eggs and it has some of the food pyramid in it.
It's half of cake, which is breakfast.
I also shout out. We're not going to talk about the Little League World Series, but we just have to acknowledge we're a sports podcast. The Little League World Series is awesome. I love watching that in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Kudos to them. Shout out them. And we rarely lead the show with basketball, but this has to be.
We're 10 minutes in. I think we're past leading.
Oh yeah. Okay. There was a tweet that went out that I have edited this family show from Eric, from PSR host guy, that got quote tweeted by PFT commenter regarding
arguably the Michael Jordan of Twitter.
Regarding the current events of WNBA, which we never talk about the WNBA, but this is quite a tweet that you have done, and I would like you to take it from here. I've got it on the screen for those of you who can't see, so I will let you handle it from here.
Well, they were talking about banning these personal massagers that are ending up on the court in the WNBA, and I said, nobody is coming for your objects. We're just talking about common sense, latex and silicone laws. And PFT commenter said, those who trade liberty for security deceive neither. And he's right. The tree of liberty must be watered with KY every so often.
That was quite a tweet, my friend. That was incredible. So you got it. Every now and then we've been one by one, our collection, our little brain trust has been getting to these guys, Big Cat and PFT, and we keep chipping away at them. We're right
Our
up there.
Brilliance can't be denied.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that was incredible. And then I saw this regarding this same topic of the WNBA, is that the WNBA betting volume on said objects that keep getting tossed onto the court has surpassed the betting volume for who will actually win the game.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Wasn't it the color? What was the color?
It was green.
They're all been green, but wasn't it? Didn't they have the odds for which color was going to be next?
Yeah. It was like the Gatorade bat. Like it was like what Gatorade color is going to be in the Super Bowl here.
I expected the next one to be blue because blue was the longest odds. I figured somebody was going to rig it for themselves. Clay Travis says he has information. There will be a fourth one tonight.
We were
no bag. So how are they bringing it in?
We saw it right before.
There's only one way, right?
The WNBA had instituted a no bag. They should have said no sacks, but come on, put it together there, folks. But they said no bag policy to the games because they're on the lookout. So this.
Well, what I was reading was who's the girl for the Fever, Cunningham, the blonde girl.
Yep, sure.
She tweeted out like, "Hey, you guys stop throwing said objects on the court. You're gonna get somebody hurt." And then this past one, actually hit her. And she didn't fall. She didn't get hurt. So kudos to her, though. She got back and said this tweet did not age well because nobody actually got hurt from another one being thrown on the court.
It is quite a.
Not since the debut of Brazzers has been there this much action on these things.
I don't know if you're the WNBA, if this is, they're mad, but it's given them a lot of, we're talking about it to start the show, which we never talk about it. We wouldn't be talking about it unless this was happening because this is hilarious. It's just funny, and it's the same. There's a serial tosser.
Is it the same guy?
I don't know.
Do you think?
Can I football your WNBA?
Football it, dude.
Please.
This started with our great friends.
You're not trying to football. You're trying to Buffalo.
From Buffalo, New York, who threw one at one GOAT named Tom Brady. So this is a Buffalo thing. This started in Buffalo. It's continuing. I believe there's Bills fans everywhere. We're America's teams, red, white, and blue. I believe that this is it all roots from Buffalo. Root beer floats from Buffalo.
I love that. What a segue. Yep. I have no idea. So we might get to golf at the very end, probably not, but we have got NFC North football that we're going to talk about. We've got some other headlines that we always talk about. We've got a little water cooler debate that involves football, that's about football. So, if you came for football, you came to the right spot. I don't know what's next when I'm going to hit this slide. So, here's the other basketball. Here's the other basketball piece. Like I said,
No,
the
wait.
NCAA
what?
voted today, this was a couple days ago, to keep March Madness at 68 teams for the 2025-2026 season. I think this is a win for everybody, right?
Yes, that is a win.
Okay. We don't have to discuss it anymore. I just wanted to mention it because I was on a basketball kick.
I'm
And
basketballed out.
yeah, that's
It's
enough.
all season.
Yeah, 3 minutes of NBA. Next, I put the hats on there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have new hats. Shout out Howdy Hats, Eastern North Carolina, for pressing these absolute beauties right here. We got them in pretty much all your camo, green,
That camo
black.
is sweet.
The camo I'm rocking right now. My son, I went to pick him up. He immediately pulled one out, ripped the tag off, and so now he put it on his head and started, bending the bill. And I was like, well, I guess we're keeping that one. So I'm wearing the new camo right now. But if you want one, send us a message on any of the social medias, and we will make sure that we deliver. Well, we won't deliver it, but we will send it to you. So, okay, another sign that football is back. I don't know. I've not been watching this, but Hard Knocks always takes over. So
first episode was last night.
I read and heard that they talked too much about the new stadium. Is that true?
They did one segment where they toured the new stadium, which looks sick. They talked about how, how at the Highmark Stadium now, the wind is terrible. I mean, it gets in there, because it comes through the tunnel, it circles in there. Just the wind in the stadium now is terrible. Well, the way they have done it this time is that it comes over the roof and then it escapes somehow. So there's practically no wind ever in the
Field
new stadium.
level.
Weird.
Now, is this a virtual tour, or do they got steel girders and cement poured and shit already?
Oh, this time next year, they're going to be playing games in it.
Oh, damn. I didn't know they were that far along.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's so J-Bai's theory is that the Bills are going to lose the Super Bowl or win.
We're going to win the Super Bowl this year to open the new stadium first game next year.
Yeah. Well, there's a team called the Kansas City Chiefs that you can't beat. I don't know if you've.
Hey.
Which, by the way,
quit living in the past.
That whole
in the moment, J-Vi, as you're standing at your seat watching that banner go up in the brand new stadium, are you saying to yourself, it was all worth it? All those heartbreaking losses, it was all worth it.
Yes. Well, that's what we looked at. AI predicted the next 10 Super Bowl champions.
There we go.
Yep. And the Bills play like 4 times in the next 10 years in the Super Bowl, according to AI. And they only win 2, and they lose the first 2, and they win the next 2. And I'm like, knowing that the Bills are going to win 2 more in the next 10, or 2
Allegedly.
in the next 10 years makes me okay with losing 1 more.
Yeah. All you got to do is win 1.
Yeah.
That's it. You just win 1.
Yeah.
I will say, I thought it was good. I felt about midway through the show, something happened, and I'm laughing at it. And like I said to myself, I'm only laughing about this because I'm a Bills fan. Like if it was the Niners or if it was the Packers, I'd be like, that's pretty weird. Like, it's that, but you get sucked in because it's your team and it's like you're smiling. It's like I think about that like with reporters all the time when we're doing press conferences and stuff. And it's like what that person said like wasn't funny at all. But these reporters are like hacking it like and they think it's the greatest thing, but it's like that's their team. That's their guys. Mm-hmm. So of course they're gonna think they're more funny than they actually are. So I kind of felt like that. It was kind of a fluff piece. I guess I have some, I guess it's not like insider information, but like I know the Bills were a little more closed off than how Hard Knocks usually is. Like they didn't let them do the RoboCams in the coaches' offices and stuff. And it's like I could tell this just because I do it for a living, but like
the game, dude.
A lot of times, a lot of those coaches weren't mic'd. It was a lot of boom work, and it's like you can tell the sound quality just because of that. So it's like you can tell it's like the Bills aren't giving them as much access as most teams do for Hard Knocks, but I thought it was still pretty good.
Yeah, they're a good team. They have some things that they need to hide still. Like usually you're covering a terrible team. If it doesn't matter.
What they opened the show with too is because the Bills still go to a college in Rochester to do their camp, and they're only one of 5 teams that still does that in the NFL. Which I feel like everybody should do it. It's a chance to get the boys together.
Yeah.
camaraderie.
Stay in the dorms, play poker at night. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I remember all those camps.
I'd love to see how many of your past 20, 25 Super Bowl champions had a camp where they slept together in a dorm.
That's the start of the 30 for
went
30.
home to their, yeah,
I mean,
30 for
Which-
30 camp life.
speaking of which, I will not be watching The Kingdom or whatever that stupid show is on Netflix about the Chiefs. Could care less.
No.
So sue me. And I won't watch the SEC
I
one either.
worked on that.
What?
Yeah.
I still got to watch quarterback.
Yeah, got it.
Not like
that to
I
me,
worked
man.
on like I worked a couple games. I didn't like work until
Okay.
like I wasn't like
blame it,
super
dude.
involved in it, but
Okay, this is beautiful. Tomorrow starts 1, 2, 3, 4 days of football, ladies and gentlemen. It's
Oh,
preseason.
wow.
Shut up. Shut
All
up.
day Saturday.
Come on, baby.
Bills start
Thursday,
the day.
7 p.m., 10 p.m., doubleheader on NFL Network. Then we get Friday, one game, which we'll get to that in a minute. And then Saturday, we got the Bills and the Giants and the Texans and the Vikings, and then the Jets and the Packers. So, and then Sunday, doubleheader, Bears, Dolphins, Saints, Chargers. Ladies and gentlemen, we are absolutely entrenched in football. First thoughts when you're looking at this, Eric?
Beautiful stuff. I mean, Saturday we got football all day. We got the battle for New York to start off Saturday.
Well,
this
there's
is
only one
gonna
New
be
York
excellent.
team. There's only one New York team.
The other one's in Jersey. What do you, J-Bye, you're first. You're looking at it. What do you pick out one thing right here? Give me one that you're looking for on this next week 1 of preseason.
Well, I'm not going to tell you something I'm looking for. I'm going to tell you what the first thing I noticed. And it's just proof that Dallas is no longer America's team. Because
Good point.
if you're going to say that Dallas is America's team, which everybody in America loves, and you're going to tell me that they are playing the Los Angeles Rams, who is in the second biggest market in the United States behind New York, then should that game not be the primetime game on your NFL network? But it's not.
No.
It's
No, it is
not. The Packers are. And that's why we have our guy on the show. But I'm just saying, Cowboys aren't America's team anymore.
No. No. It's been, what,
I'm
30
looking at
years?
everybody going to be watching JJ McCarthy because some of the stuff coming out of camp is not good, which is hilarious. And we're going to get the Sam. Should they have moved should they have moved on from Sam Darnold? Stuff is going to come out hot if he stinks the first game, and I cannot wait. One, because our guy on the show, Dylon, known Vikings fan, I cannot wait for this to blow up in his face so hilariously. That's what I'm looking for. So let's get to some news. Anything else on those games? I mean, it's just sit back. I mean, let's get to some preseason news right now. Football is a man's game. Patriots coach Mike Vrabel spilled blood in a scuffle during the joint practice with the Commanders as proof. How does it get your blood boiling, guys?
I love it.
I do love that.
Love it.
Yeah.
We only have a few old school football guys left in the league, and Vrabes is one of them. We got to protect him.
I mean, if you would have told me that it was between those two coaches fighting, I would have believed you. I mean, those two coaches right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
that'd be a great bout.
I love their sticks too. They've got Vrabes with the sweater vests, Dan Quinn with the backwards hat. Just two things that grown men their age should not be wearing.
Well,
right?
It's the long sleeve shirt under the short sleeve shirt. Like Dan Quinn, like they make long sleeve shirt. Like you can just get one shirt. You don't have to wear two anymore.
Maybe he's trying to prevent chafing. You know what I mean? Hey, B. McCormick says, "Give me Dan Campbell and Brave in a fight." You think he was trying to call him out
for what?
Like to be like, "Hey, I got blood. What are you going to do about it, Dan Quinn?" Mm-hmm. Let me pull this down. I forgot to add something. We got to add something real quick to this because J-Vi made a great point earlier today. And this will be our next topic once I pull it back up real quick. And it's a shame. It's a real shame that our resident Cowboys fans aren't here for this. But speaking of the Cowboys, Joe Milton is playing like a bona fide superstar throughout
Dude,
camp, boys.
He is a great final pick in your best ball drafts.
You're saying QB controversy in Dallas.
I'm saying it's only a matter of time before Dak hobbles off the field and this kid comes out and starts throwing missiles.
Hobbles off the field.
Yeah.
Around the trade deadline. Maybe they're not paying Micah so they could pay Joe Milton.
Wait, one time he has to hit CD Lamb 60 yards down the field one time for them to forget about Dak Prescott.
Well, what I think is, the Cowboys the past few years have seen what their backup is. So for them to go out and trade for a guy that's going to be their backup, they're anticipating on him playing.
Yeah, this ain't no Cooper Rush. I think, I think you're right. Didn't they give 2 picks, like a 5th and a 6th for him?
Something like that.
Coming into the draft.
Off of one game that he played against the Bills backups.
Yeah. Yes. Which he was electric.
No, look, I was talking to one of my buddies earlier today because he sent me something. He actually sent me this, which then I forwarded to our group. But he's like, you think he really has it? And I was like, sometimes you watch guys in college and it just doesn't click. But for whatever reason, they're athletic enough or they're have the right size to make it to the NFL. And then in the NFL, it actually starts to click. He might be one of those guys.
He's watched a lot of quarterbacks. He's been a backup. That was something that Anthony Richardson didn't get to do, or Caleb Williams, or these guys that get come in and thrown right into the fire. There's something to be said for watching. I mean, the Packers have done it for decades.
Yep.
That's their system.
Yep. So, Joe Milton, great advice. Shedeur Sanders is going to start in the preseason opener, boys.
It's the Panthers.
Dude, this is going to be the most.
Are they setting him up for failure?
He's not going to get credit if he plays well because it's preseason, and he's going to get destroyed if he plays terrible. So
well, they don't have another option. All their quarterbacks are hurt. Except 40-year-old Flacco.
Didn't they just bring in
Snoop?
Yeah,
Snoop
Huntley.
Well, Pro Bowl quarterback Tyler Huntley.
So I don't know. I think there's something to this. I'm not sure what I make of the Shedeur Sanders stuff. I think people are saying this is all trade. They're going to trade him because, I don't know. And then Travis Hunter
shied away from a circus.
Nope. Travis Hunter has been named as the Jaguars wide receiver 2 and a reserve cornerback 4 on the Jaguars initial depth chart. This is, I don't know where this is going to go, dude.
So you're telling me this kid, in addition to figuring out where his locker is, where the bathrooms are, what time the meetings are, where the meeting rooms even are, learning the names of the equipment guys, he's also going to take part in the offensive and defensive meetings and take in all that information. He's going to get like a 5-second synopsis from the defensive coordinator before he runs out on the field. I don't buy it. I think he's going to try to do both, and he's going to do a half-ass job at offense and defense. Yeah. And then next year, he's going to choose a position.
Yeah.
I mean, he's coming out like the Cheesecake Factory menu.
Yeah.
He's trying to do too much.
J-Vi's on fire tonight.
He's coming out like the Cheesecake.
Just pick one and do it well. And I mean, personally, I think he's a better corner than he is a wide receiver.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Having played wide receiver, he understands the movements and the leverage that wide receivers do. I think he could be an all-pro corner. So I don't know what the reasoning is behind. I didn't think he was the best wide receiver on his own team last year.
Why would you want to be a wide receiver 2 and a cornerback 4? Just to say you did it?
Well, master cornerback. Master that position and that playbook, and then go 4 wides and be like, hey, just run a bubble or just run a go or run a post or run you can tell him what to run.
Yeah. Yeah. Run him sort of like Charles Woodson, sort of 95-5.
Buku says, offense? No Brown slander. Shedeur's about to spin it. Hey.
He just threw it faster than anybody's ever thrown it.
It's just a no-win situation for him.
Who's he throwing it to? Judy?
Deontay Johnson's there if he actually wants to play.
What's the opposite of a try hard? That's Deontay Johnson. David
That guy.
Njoku, I think he's in for a decent season.
Harold
Whoever's
Fanning,
back there.
your backup tight end for the Browns. Oh yeah, that's an Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews type scenario there. Fanning out of Bowling Green.
If Flacco plays.
True.
Ooh.
Buku says top-notch comparison right there, J-Bye. They should just sell cheesecake.
Makes sense. Love a good cheesecake.
All right, that's all the preseason stuff we got. Let's salute some. Let's get into some of this other news before we talk NFC North, because I want to spend an exorbitant amount of time on NFC North. We are going to salute. Hit the salute.
You don't get that graphic as an audio listener, though.
Salute your shorts, like
yes, an all-time classic.
It was. I don't know that anybody has a segment called "Salute Your Sports," so I feel pretty good about that one. The originality of that.
Yeah,
somebody, I think Chris made us the actual graph of the. I can't do that. My graphics are limited, so. But anyways, here we go. We're going to talk about ESPN buying everything, the NFL with the smelling salts, and college football coaches poll came out this week. So we're going to touch on those before we get into NFC North. I put these in the wrong order, but this is disgusting. This is the
Where
NFL.
Did this even come from?
What?
Where did this even come from?
I don't.
I feel like it came out of left field.
It's banning the use of smelling salts during games, saying the products aren't proven to be safe and also could mask the signs of concussions, according to a memo to the league. It's sent to teams on Tuesday. The ban comes out as a result of the FDA warnings that were issued in 2024. There it is again. 1960, they took away our sassafras, and now in 2024, they're taking away our smelling salts.
Sassafras, smelling salts, there's a little similarity there. Oh.
You tell me.
Also, it's literally the cure to concussions. What do you mean masks? It cures them.
If somebody gets knocked out, they give them smelling salts to wake them up.
They wave ammonia in your face, and then boom, done. So, J-Bye, initial thoughts on smelling salts.
I mean, my initial thought is that it says banning the use of smelling salts during the game. So to me, that just means on the field. So I think people are still going to be letting it rip on the sidelines and in the locker room. I mean, Kittle said he was going to retire because of this.
I was so close to inventing a safe smelling salt alternative and becoming so wealthy.
This would be your moment right here.
I hate to even say that out loud because somebody's going to steal it. You know what I mean? And then we're gonna be in an uphill bet gala battle again.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it's gonna be bet gala all over again.
I've been cautious of what to put out on the internet because people. Anyways, it's neither here. What do you think, Eric? What do you think of this smelling salt?
I think it's part of the game. I mean, this is like taking chewing tobacco out of baseball. You can't do this.
No. I came up with a list. I said they took away the slap shot 100-mile-an-hour thing from our hockey. They already took away the chain gang. They already have taken away baseball fields that were football fields that were baseball fields in the transition of really whenever it was really football season. They took away the Bud Light commercials, the Real American Heroes, Real Man of Genius. I'm sorry. I mean, how much more are we going to let them get away with taking from us, the consumer, and the players before we step in and say enough is enough?
I mean, this has to be the line. How is Tight End University gonna? I mean, they might come up with some kind of secession plan when they get together, and we just won't have tight ends anymore.
Yeah,
dude, don't tell that to Arthur Smith. He was trying a 0 running back, 4 tight end set personnel the other day with Jonnu Smith in the backfield.
Love that.
Which
not even the Wisconsin Badgers would do that.
Mismatch nightmare right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here, yeah. Buku said, I feel like we're well into 2025, but 2024 works. You know what? You're right, Buku. Hey, Not a math guy, not a geography guy. Tony's back. He said, I ain't got one thing to say. How about them Cowboys? Well, you just missed it, dude. We said Joe Milton. Joe Milton's going to be a quarterback
of the future.
So, okay, so the smelling salts. Then today, I saw this before we came on. ESPN has obtained a message to the NFLPA sent to the players Wednesday night, tonight, clarifying that the league's ban on smelling salts only applies to clubs providing it to players, meaning BYOSS, bring your own smelling salts.
So now we're going to have black market smelling salts.
Love that.
Somebody made in their basement.
They're going to be laced with epinephrine. They're going to be laced with Sudafed or something crazy.
Yeah.
You're going to have guys' pupils out there looking like the Powder Puff Girls.
Yeah,
I bet there's going to be some hemp ones going around too. A little
Yeah.
sage.
Old DK Metcalf is going to accidentally grab Aaron Rodgers' LSD smelling salts.
Oh, could you imagine
for 2 weeks?
If Josh Gordon was still playing? That dude, oh my goodness.
Johnny Manziel going to come out with his own. Oh, but
there would be white powder involved with that. So you couldn't do that one.
I'm not gonna say that we were part of getting this ban because this only happened a few hours ago. But I put out a video around 5 o'clock discussing our displeasure of this ban, and then a few hours later, ban was lifted. So I'm not saying we're responsible, but I would like to say that we had a part in this. We're for the players, right? So.
I mean, that's a big part of our life. You know, we used to do these before first tee shot. So
I was going to say you showed up with Amazon ones before the last golf outing we went on.
I think I just figured this out. The NFLPA currently receiving heat for selling their Super Bowl tickets for profit. Now all of a sudden they come up with something to put in the news that they know we're all going to talk about. All of a sudden we're banning smelling salts out of nowhere. No. This is a false flag operation. That's what this is.
I love that take. I mean, we've got guys like Jordan Addison getting suspended. We've got all these rookie quarterbacks stinking, and then they come out with you got to be careful. That's a good point. You got to be careful with the whole. They don't just come out and say we're going to ban smelling salts without sweeping something under. And that feeds right into our next topic of there has been so much that the NFL and ESPN have been doing. I don't know where to start or what to do or what even to make of this. The NFL will get Disney is buying the NFL Network and Red Zone distributing rights. In return, the NFL will get a 10% stake in ESPN. What is this, Shark Tank? Is this Mark Cuban? What is this? Did Goodell have to go in front of walk through the doors and then present his stuff and make everybody take samples of that would be a great video. That would be a great skit of, hey, this was Roger Goodell. I'm here. Let me walk over and give you guys a little bit of football. Here's some football for you. Yeah, take that. Smell it in. Drink that. Ooh, I like this football. Like they do a whole Shark Tank. So there you go. Shane Gillis, do that. But anyways, I don't know what's going on here. There's so many moving parts. Eric, do you have any thoughts on this?
I'm troubled by that last phrase. The now official deal could reshape the playbook for how the league does business with their future TV partners. Does this mean they're going to slowly just gobble up 10%, 15% of CBS until the NFL and Roger Goodell just own all the television networks that they're on?
Them and ESPN.
And then all of a sudden one day we're going to wake up and the NFL and Disney will be one in the same. That's end of days.
I can't. They're gonna do those little disclaimers before a football game. Hey, sorry, this game does not represent the views in the direction of our company. Blah 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 blah. And then they play football, and it's like, would you just stop apologizing for everything?
Yeah, I don't need Lilo and Stitch out there with a stop hate banner or anything like that.
J-Vi, what do you think of this?
I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Like, I was reading somewhere today, too, that Goodell said that it could lead to a college football red zone.
Right here. Yep.
Ooh.
So I don't know if that's ESPN just trying to buy red zone. Just so they could do a college football red zone, which my guess would probably be led by McAfee, which means that I'm definitely not going to watch it. I just, the 10% thing is weird to me. Why does the NFL want 10% of Disney?
I don't know.
Or is it just ESPN? Like, is it 10% of Disney or is it 10% of ESPN? Like, why does the NFL want 10% of that? ESPN's the only one that doesn't have a Super Bowl.
I
The
think
the
that's
Super
a good
Bowls
point.
are Fox and CBS and NBC. So
think
and again, I don't know when those deals are up.
this
Is ESPN this I don't is ESPN like the one that is the dummy that is doing this? So now the NFL can be like, well, ESPN gave us 10%. Like, if you guys want a deal, you like you said, you got to give me 15 or 20 to keep what we're doing. But I don't know, what do they do with that? Like, football's not year round.
I don't know. Maybe they're going to try to get involved with the UFL or whatever that thing is going on. But I think this is Roger Goodell getting that 10%. I don't know. Something's fishy. I don't know what it is.
Something was agreed to on a golf course here, and it's not quite legal, I think.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Jerry Jones said. He makes lots of deals, but until they're signed, they're not really deals, but they're handshake deals.
I think the NFL wants to control the narrative of what is said because ESPN has the loudest mouths in the industry. And so Roger Goodell, this tells me that he's sensitive. He doesn't like people bad-mouthing his league. And so far, you've got people like Stephen A. Smith and all these people who are going unchecked, giving all their opinions. And Roger Goodell is going to come in there with his 10% ownership and be like, if you say one more bad word about the Cowboys,
you're
we
out.
will fire you. I bet you that's what it is.
Scott Hansen tweeted it out that they bought Red Zone, and I replied and said, you have leverage. You are the Red Zone guy. So use that. When they come to you with stupid ideas, use your leverage.
Yes.
Dude, if the on-screen product that we turn on at 11 a.m. or 1 p.m., depending on where you live, if that changes, we're going to have real problems. Because there's only a few things in this world that are perfect. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, ice cream sandwiches, and Red Zone. That's it.
I'm telling you, dude. They start messing with the red. Like, he's getting too ahead of his skis. He thinks people won't revolt against.
Yeah, I mean, you probably have ads on Red Zone now too, if it's on ESPN.
Ooh.
So the NFL, they're going to
7 hours of commercial-free football. That's the brand.
That's what it says. And they're going to require other media assets. I don't know what that means. Something about fantasy football too, and NFL Network.
ESPN gets all of the fantasy football stuff that NFL does.
That's a big. You know what? I'm glad. That's the only thing I'm glad about because I hate whenever people make me draft in other leagues. I have the ESPN app, and all my leagues are in that. And it'd be different if I started somewhere else and had to do ESPN. But I've been ESPN forever, and I don't like change, especially for that. A dumb brain can't handle it. There's the other landmark agreement. There's no more Monday Night Football doubleheaders. Well, right there,
hate that.
Really?
That's a win for me. Yeah, that's a win for me.
Oh,
I like the staggered doubleheaders.
The ones that start at the same time are that's
not good.
Yeah,
no,
that was.
But
dumb.
give me an insurance game that starts 45 minutes after this game, just in case this game sucks.
Yeah. So, I don't know. The ESPN and NFL Network will get standalone windows for 28 combined games, and then 4 NFL games ready to hit the open market. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
So,
does that mean Amazon's out? Maybe, I don't know.
That was kind of annoying. Coverage was decent, but going to Amazon to watch football is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Well, Al Michaels is up there just not giving a rip about anything. He is mailed
He's just hammering checks.
And in Kirk Herbstreit, people got tired of him and is throwing his dog all over everything. And, come on. How do you make people dislike a golden retriever? You just make Kirk Herbstreit.
You got to work at it.
Get a social media account for his dog. And then the ESPN PR, like, I'm not going to read all this nonsense because I don't know what it says. It's talking about
for fans.
Yes. ESPN, hand us the rights to this.
Did AI write this whole thing? Because the headline tells me it did.
Yeah. The ESPN and the NFL a touchdown for fans with a football. We've got to do that.
So much better.
You've
gotta
got
do
to,
so much better.
come on. Let's workshop. And then at the very bottom there, they say the extra point, ESPN's commitment to NFL storytelling. That's not, I don't want NFL storytelling. I want NFL games.
I want NFL films storytelling. Steve
Yes.
Sable. That's the only one I want telling me stories.
See, don't Shark Week my football.
Exactly.
Don't Shark Week my football. I don't want you to see if a great white shark could play H-back in the NFL if we made him grow legs. I don't know. I don't care.
Yep.
Just football is what it is. It's the greatest reality TV ever. It
Oh,
needs
no.
nothing.
We're going to have AI football games like 67 Packers versus 79
Oh,
Steelers.
dear Lord.
Oh,
I
no.
don't like it. But
ESPN's
yeah.
been spending money though. They got all the wrestling pay-per-views too.
Yeah. Yeah. And
In
you could
WrestleMania.
if you have a cable provider like DirecTV or something, you get all the pay-per-views for free.
Yeah.
I don't
Didn't
know
they
what
just-
they're up to.
Didn't they just cut everybody loose because they don't
Yeah.
have any money?
Yeah. That's what everybody thought. That ESPN was in complete shambles, and then this week they're buying everything.
That's right, B. McCormick.
What?
Dude, don't Shark Week my football. Don't you do it.
Something happened that
There's
we don't know
something
about.
going on here that they just keep, hey, you get the WWE for free. Hey, we're going to merge all the fantasies.
Well, you
Something's
know
going
what
on.
that's going to do too is it's going to drive up the price of your cable. You're going to see that. I mean, that's
Here
why
we go again.
That's why all the cable and satellites are so high anyway, because they sign these ridiculous NBA. I mean, football's a part of it too, but all these big deals with these professional leagues, and they got to have a way to pay for it. I mean, you're essentially paying for LeBron James' salary.
Yep.
Whether you want to believe it or not.
Damn it. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I want him traded to the Cowboys in exchange for Micah Parsons. That's all we need to get going there. But anyways, so we're not going to read all that. But and then anything else on the NFL merger with ESPN, whatever. I don't know. Something's up. It's like
Yeah.
it's politician type stuff where they're like, you get this for free, you get that for free, and then behind the scenes, they're like, yeah, but you're going to pay a ridiculous amount of tax on capital gains. So I don't know what they're planning with the I've heard nothing of the Sunday ticket, and my fear is they're going to jack up the price of the Sunday ticket because we're getting all this extra stuff that they gave us for free. And they're going to be like, look at everything you get. We're going to add another $300 to that. And I'm going to be paying $1,000. And then, that might break homes. I have to go to my wife and my family and be like, honey, I have to watch football. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
The good thing about that, though, is you live on a river and you can fish for your food, so you don't have to go to the grocery store.
Exactly.
You just have to change your lifestyle.
Which I can do.
Yeah.
I have crab pots in the water as we speak.
But there's a lot of people that are landlocked that can't do that.
You know what? I will mail you a fish.
Okay.
I will mail you
you a fish.
Yes. I'll mail you
one redfish.
One redfish in exchange for donation to the Sunday ticket. But anyway, so no more NFL stuff, but the college football preseason coaches poll has come out.
What is
top
this?
25, ladies and gentlemen? We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the top 25 are SEC teams. Of course.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is like what, 40% or something? Just about close to it. So, and we've only got one group of 5 team, which is Boise State, that they've snuck in there at the very bottom. But this is all a ruse to go ahead and say, remember whenever preseason, so-and-so was ranked 13th, or Ole Miss was ranked 15th, or Texas A&M for whatever reason is ranked 21st for the entire year, like they did for Missouri last year. Florida, for some reason, who sucked last year, is ranked 17th. So I don't know what to make of this. J-Vi, what's your initial thought on the coaches poll here?
Look, it's a placeholder for the first week. Don't really pay much attention to it, but it is a way to hype up the first couple games. I mean, think about week 0, you get a ranked game,
Love
Kansas
it.
State,
Conference
Iowa
game.
State.
Yep.
Week 1, you get 2 top 10 games, 1 versus 2 and 6 versus 9.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean, what's not to like about this? I'm just excited football's here. Whatever they're putting out there could give 2 SHITs about.
Yep.
It's
Sugar
football.
free.
Even watching that new SEC doc that came out on Netflix.
Not watching it.
Thought it was. I watched the first episode. Did not think very highly of it, but I was excited that we're about to get to see the pads pop again in a couple days.
Yep.
And college starts, and it's more passionate in college, and it just made me excited that it's coming.
Man, that first preseason game, dude. Oh, when I saw Cavani, whatever his name, Vidal, get flattened on the pylon on the sideline, I was like, whoo! Jumped up out of my seat.
We are back. Yep, the
Eric.
Apple Orchard has the little "See you soon" sign out front. That means we're just a few weeks away from having coffee and apple cider donuts on a 50-degree morning while we set our lineups.
Yes, indeed. There's nothing like building a DFS lineup and then setting your fantasy football lineup and then just sitting there watching football all day long.
I do love this Boise State at 25, though. And I hope they keep that ranking for when little App State goes out to Boise week 3.
Shock the world, baby.
It's what we do is we go into ranked opponents' houses and we either play you to overtime and lose or we win.
Mm-hmm.
These are the only 2 things we do.
It's going to be a long day for you.
Eric, your thought on the top 25 here?
I think it's a lot of brand loyalty there with Florida and Texas, number 1. I think this is just designed to get the people talking.
Is the NFL going to ink a deal with the SEC next? Maybe that's what all this ESPN stuff is. Just a direct pipeline straight to the NFL. Preferential treatment. That's my biggest fear.
An apprenticeship program?
Yes.
I'm confused about Illinois. Like, where did Illinois come from?
What do you mean, dude? I spent a whole show telling you that Illinois was going to win the Big Ten, or at least be in 3rd.
I must have been asleep during that show because I don't remember that show.
Are you serious? I spent I don't know how much time. We went through the schedule and I was looking. I do this for every college football preview.
Well, does this mean that the Big Ten is easier to be good in than the SEC? Because Brent Venables is, or whatever his name is, Brent, the big guy. Yeah. He's taken 2 Big Ten teams to top 15 rankings.
When he left Arkansas, they suck. So
that's what I'm saying. He couldn't get it done in the SEC.
He got it done better than what's his face is there now? Pittman.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure. Oh, you want to go, buddy? You want to go? You want to Bielema and the Bielema?
The Big Ten is an easier conference to do well in than the SEC.
Oh my gosh, dude. I don't even want to. Oh, by the way, this is wild. I just saw this. Texas A&M.
Oh no.
Has 5 former quarterbacks that are contending for starting jobs at Power 4 schools. Zach Calzada at Kentucky, Haynes King at Georgia Tech, dark horse for the Heisman. Jalen Henderson, West Virginia, Max Johnson, UNC, Connor Wegman, Houston. So I just thought that was a wild stat.
Texas A&M QBU.
I mean, good luck, Chuck you. Good luck, Chuck you. BMO says that Drake may outduel Jaden Daniels today at joint practice.
Source.
All right.
Of course. Okay. Let's do a quick water cooler debate. Then we've got a whole segment of NFC North football, which I cannot wait to talk about.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Are you kidding me?
Water cooler debate is brought to you by Fourth Quarter Performance. Speaking of water, you know what you need to put in your water? Creatine. What you need to put in your water? BCAAs, super greens, protein. Get all that at fourthquarterperformance.com because it wouldn't be a water cooler debate without a little extra oomph.
Yes.
Make your muscles bigger. Hydrate your cells. You're nothing without your cells. Don't be selfish.
Mm.
Yeah. Don't sell out.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Be one with the cell. Fourth quarter performance. Promo code GOATS 20.
20.
Get it. Here we go. Yes, dude. I love the fried AKC Jack State memes. Great account for the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. He says Jack State plus 800 to win the Conference USA is the easiest bet on the planet. I will concur. I hope Jack State wins it all. I'm with you, Jack
With
State.
a new coach.
Hey, that they got culture down there, buddy. They got culture. Which division champ from 2024 which one would you guarantee, Eric, will repeat in the water cooler debate this year? Division champ, which one would you absolutely lay all your money on right now? One of these teams: the Ravens, the Texans, the Rams, the Lions, the Bucks, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Eagles.
Well,
Eric.
the Texans you can't. Stafford's already got an injury. The Ravens probably, but that's a bit of a cop-out answer. The Lions is a no. NFC South, who knows? This is definitely a year the Chiefs don't win their division, so it's the Bills.
Oh, no. You can't come on this show and do some nonsense like that.
The Dolphins, that offense isn't going to be the same. The Jets are the Jets. I mean, they're gonna have that by Thanksgiving, man.
Yeah. I mean, if you put the AFC East on the shambles meter, I would accept that. Because the rest of the rest of the division is they don't know what they're doing. Can't make up their mind. They don't have quarterbacks.
You got their coach out there saying, McDaniel, that, hey, it's a great day to be alive because we're one day closer to death. And it's like, what? You don't slap that on the way out of the locker room. I'm sorry.
That's what happens when you come from San Francisco, I guess.
No, that's what happens whenever you start getting fancy haircuts and worrying about your sunglasses and wearing joggers, and who knows, it's vaping on the sidelines. I got to know what he's doing. The Bills, the fried AKC says the Lions are the Bucks. The Bucks.
Lions are not winning that division.
No.
No.
I would have to say lock of the century, immortal lock, is going to be the Bucks. There is nobody in that division that absolutely scares me. I would say power rank right now, the Buccaneers.
The Bucks barely won it last year.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but
the Falcons have a team.
No, the Falcons can't get to the quarterback. They haven't been able to get to the quarterback since they banned sassafras and root beer. Yes, it made it back around.
Yeah.
Oh, I would say Bucks, then Ravens, then Bills, then Eagles. I'm not sleeping on Drake. I think the Patriots have got something for the Buffalo Bills.
Not a chance.
I think they got something for them. David, I know what your answer is.
Yeah, it's the Bills. 1,000%.
Thank you, the fried AKC. Do we really trust Penix? I mean, they're not. Until somebody writes Penix on one of those objects they throw on the WNBA court, I don't trust him. I can't trust him as far as I can throw. Okay. That was a water cooler debate brought to you by Fourth Quarter Performance. Let's hit the football yay, and let's talk NFC North.
Football yay.
Man, I will tell you what, we hit that right on the hour. We've got quite a bit of time to dive into this NFC North.
Look at that.
That felt good to be hit that right on the hour. That was crazy.
Highly professional.
That doesn't happen at all. I have sincerely had to cut down the amount of slides that I put in this show. And
he shows up with 50 slides, and we're like, easy there, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to pare that down.
Okay. The NFC North, arguably one of the greatest divisions we've seen in modern history, I would think, right? I mean, you had Lions 15-2, Vikings 14-3, Packers 11-6, and their quarterback got hurt. Chicago 5-12, which we all expected because they stink, and Caleb Williams stinks. The Lions right now are the favorite. The Packers at plus 250 are second in line. Then the Vikings at plus 320. Then the Bears at plus 475. Do we want to go through some of these moves? But I would, you know what? No. Eric, yes, I do want to go through the moves, but I want you right now, as a Packers fan watching this division unfold, it's your floor. You tell us, what was it like last year?
It was a little frustrating last year because you can usually tell early in the season if we got something or not. I mean, this is a team that we're in the running. We're a Super Bowl contender every September, when it all starts. And last year I could tell it probably wasn't going to happen. And I had called this with the Minnesota Vikings because I'm a big Van Ginkel guy, and Grenard is also a great pass rusher. I'm like, how did Miami let Van Ginkel go?
Yep.
But they added these two pass rushers. They got a capable quarterback, Justin Jefferson, quarterback proof. I didn't expect them to win 14 games, but it was a little annoying seeing all that success in Minnesota and Detroit, because now their fans are getting a little confident and they're starting to say stuff to us, and it's like, yeah, we haven't heard from you guys in a couple of decades. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. But it's encouraging to get double-digit wins when our quarterback played injured probably half the year. I'm still not sure. It can't be real, right? Like, we can't go Favre, Rodgers, and then have Jordan Love be awesome. That can't possibly happen. So everything that happens with that kid, I'm a little cautiously optimistic. But now he's coming in 100%. We don't have to go down to Brazil. I feel great about this season. Both of these, Detroit and Minnesota, overachieved. They're not going to come in and win 15, 14 games again.
I forgot about the Brazil thing is where it all started on the last play of the game.
Yeah.
Wrecked the season.
Yeah. And I was against that Brazil game from the moment they announced it, because the next thing they told us was, it's dangerous to wear green down there.
Yeah.
What?
Two teams that wear green. J-Bye, your NFC North synopsis. I mean, we had to sit up here and listen to Dylon all year.
And the Vikings played a fourth place schedule, did they not? I mean, their past 3 seasons have looked like a heart monitor. They started like 8 or 10-0, and then they stunk. And then 2 years ago, they were just terrible because Kurt got hurt. And then last year, they were back up again. So it's like, you really have no idea what Minnesota Vikings team you're going to get.
They had a lot of rest advantage last year. I think 5 games they had rest advantage. 1 game they had rest disadvantage, and that's flipped this year. They have a bunch of games where they're on short rest, and 1 game where they have extra rest.
Yeah.
They
Plus
had
the first place or the second place schedule. That's trouble.
They had a super
For a
aggressive
rookie quarterback coming off an ACL. That's another thing. That's like the big thing that scares me. It's just like that you got a rookie
McCarthy.
Coming off an ACL.
It wasn't an ACL. It was a meniscus repair, which those still suck. But
coming off a knee. I mean, you
don't
want
complications with.
Yeah, and then Detroit, you got 2 new coordinators. You got a new offensive coordinator. You got a new defense coordinator. So there's going to be a learning curve with there. And to me, coaches like Dan Campbell, coaches like what we're seeing at Clemson now, even coaches like Harbaugh, like their stick wears off after a few years. It's great. It changes the vibes. It changes the mentality of the team. But after a certain amount of time, your stick kind of wears off. And I think we're going to start to see that road with Detroit.
I think Harbaugh is actually a brilliant football mind.
Yeah.
At the same time, but I don't think Dan Campbell is a brilliant X's and O's guy.
With Harbaugh, though, like after a certain amount of years, people get tired of it.
Yeah, but he's both. He's like a Shanahan and a Campbell combined, like super aggressive, but also brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's people just can't handle that. But
Campbell's like an elite motivator, pretty good football mind.
Yeah,
right.
You would. Yeah, you want to run into
to me, that's Dabo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Got the old country boy, Southern charm type deal. I just hope the Vikings suck, and I hope my take on Caleb Williams continues to age like just the most beautiful fine wine, so that I can continue to go back and quote tweet eyeball emojis at everybody who bookmarked the tweet where I said he was going to be the fourth best quarterback in his division, and everybody's, well, his division was Sam Darnold and Jordan. Yep. The guy stinks. He can't play on schedule. He has no idea how to watch film. He can't read a defense. Running around sassafras football is not going to get it done, not even in the FDA.
And Ben Johnson needs you to run the play as it's called. He needs you to take 3 steps and throw the freaking hitch. Only when Caleb Williams takes a snap in his head, he says, it's Caleb Williams time. And maybe he's going to throw the hitch, but probably not, because he's a gifted athlete and he can throw on the run. And he's been told all his life that he should improvise more. And he's going to piss Ben Johnson off. Ben Johnson is going to take out 2 teams at once for us, because Detroit lost both coordinators. And then he's going to get into some kind of battle with Caleb Williams where you can't bench the kid. So I don't know how you rein him in.
They're tied to him, but it's hilarious. I love it. You could see it though, but the Vikings, I hope they stink. I hope they lose every game this year. And I hope, I don't want anybody to get hurt. It's not, don't misquote me, but I hope the Vikings are terrible.
And that's Jefferson just me already with a hamstring. Addison got suspended. They're in some trouble. It's not like it was last year.
This is one thing that I hate that I can see coming is Justin Jefferson is these kids' heir Calvin Johnson. He's one of the best receivers in the league, if not the best receiver. But he's just playing on teams that can't get over the hump. I mean, they won 14 games. But what do they do in the playoffs? They lost in the first round. What do they do in the playoffs a couple of years ago when they had the 2 seed, I think. I mean, they lost in the first round. It was the Detroit Lions, 10 years ago.
The Vikings this past year, I said for 16 weeks, when Sam Darnold needs to win you a game, he will not win you a game. He will fumble the football, trip over his feet, throw the ball backwards, and in 2 or 3 straight games in a row, that is exactly what he did when the team needed him most.
He is who we thought he was.
Yep.
Which is great news for you being a Niners fan, because Seahawks signed him.
Yep. So you want to tell me you'll take Sam Darnold over Brock Purdy? No chance. So the Bears did add Ben Johnson. They added the whole bunch of people on their interior line. They drafted a tight end and a wide receiver because Caleb Williams needs more help. The Lions lost both their coordinators. Their center retired. That's a big loss.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
Big loss. They tried to shore up by drafting some defensive tackles. The Packers, oh my gosh, dude. Shout out to the Packers for signing that guy from Boston College. Good for them. I know that was 2 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah.
The coach, the defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And that actually turned their defense around pretty good. That guy's a baller. They drafted Matthew Golden. The Vikings, big spenders in free agency, did some work on their offensive line. They signed Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargraves, re-signed Aaron Jones, and then got Jordan Mason. But the big change is a quarterback with J.J. McCarthy. So that's kind of a brief overview of the division. What did you think of the Packers draft, dude?
I'm very excited that we took a wide receiver in the first round. First time since Javon Walker out of Florida State back when I was like closing bars in my 20s. But did they do it just because we were hosting the draft and they wanted the vibes to be right and they wanted everybody to go nuts? Is this kid actually good? I don't know. I didn't watch him play at Texas. I hope so. We got a bunch of B receivers. So if we could have an A receiver who just works the outside, that'd be fantastic. He looks like he's got some hands. I don't like running back numbers on wide receivers. It confuses me. Single digits, okay. Teens, I've warmed up to Plexico Burress got me past teens back in the day. But 22, I don't like it. You out there at 24, like Sky Moore's wearing 24 as a wide receiver. No, you may as well be wearing 57. It makes no sense at all.
You think scout team player when you see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, how far down the depth chart is this guy? Where they
Or
gave
you
him
think return
36?
specialist who's gadget, like who's our guy? Who's our guy for the Jags? Oh my gosh.
How are
Agnew.
we? Yep.
Was it Agnew?
Yep.
Jamal Agnew?
Or Shaheed.
Shaheed, like
Rashid
return
Shaheed's a great one.
specialist, or Dexter McCluster. Anybody remember that guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
What's up with this Aaron Banks guy that we just paid? Guard from San Francisco. Is he any good at football?
yeah, I don't know. He's out of Notre Dame. I don't know that he ever panned out that well. I was a little disappointed. I was disappointed in the McGlinchey and the Aaron Banks stuff. Big guy though, obviously, but hope he doesn't quit football and then lose all of his weight. We don't want to see that. So, but I don't know. Detroit Lions 10.5 over under. Minnesota Vikings 8.5. Packers 9.5 over under wins. Chicago Bears 8.5 over under wins. Which one? Which one? I mean, they're predicting this division to be really good again, or they're just going to beat each other.
No, they're not.
I mean,
not like last year anyway.
They're predicting the Packers to have less than 10 wins. They're predicting the Bears to have less than 8 wins.
And they're really telling the story here with the Vikings number 8.5 after they just won 15 games. They know. And a lot of people are probably going to look at that and say, well, they have basically the same players.
People are loving the over 8.5.
Oh, yeah. I bet they are.
For who?
They are.
For the Vikings.
For Minnesota.
And they are loving the under 8.5 for the Bears. -160. Holy cow.
Wow.
I think it's, I mean, would you bet 9.5? Would you bet over 9.5 for the Packers?
Oh, yeah, especially at +105. That's all this team does is win 10 games and go to the playoffs. Now, what are they going to do when they get there? Not much, but they make sure this team is good enough to win 10 games and keep that waiting list long and keep everybody going down the tubing hill. The Green Bay Packers is like a mega corporation up there. They can't be going 6-11. They got to. That's why we don't make any big.
They're like the Notre Dame, Notre Dame, or was it Texas? No, Notre Dame, and who else wins it? Just like 9 or 10 games every year in college football. I guess it was Clemson.
They're like Tommy Fleetwood.
There you go. Yeah,
like he's gonna get you a backdoor top 10.
Yep,
but he's never gonna win it.
Love that. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that, but they're saying that. Usually in a division, you're going to see somebody with 5 wins, like over under 5.5.
Yeah.
And it's just not the case. Like they say AFC North football. Can we say do you watch the game and be like, this is just NFC North football? As an NFC North guy?
NFC North football used to be, the black and blue division in the NFC. This is weird that we're scoring points and winning a bunch of games. Usually you win the NFC North with a 10-7 back in the day, 10-6 would get it done. Like the fact that we won 11 games last year and finished 3rd is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Who did y'all play last? Like who was the division that they played last year?
NFC West, I think, right?
Which was a terrible division.
Who's the AFC teams that we played?
Because it had to be the South, right? Was it the South?
I think it was.
AFC
we get
South.
the AFC East this year, I believe.
Yeah.
The North. We get the North this year.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna have ourselves a North off.
North off.
That's what I'm talking about.
Camp North End.
Let's go.
True North.
There should be a belt for that. They should do that. They should get like a championship belt for if you win. Like you're the team of the North for the year.
Yeah,
that would be a fun. That's how Roger get. You know what? Don't get out of here with your touchdown for the fan nonsense. Let's play for a championship belt. If you play the North and you're both from the North, you should get a belt. Be like, we run the North. That's what it should be. They should do mini Super Bowls, like in-season tournament.
Yeah.
Blame it Eastern Washington.
Don't
Boise
NBA
State.
my football.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, Nate Dogg. He says my Bears 8.5 should be higher.
Oh,
Don't
no.
drink the Kool-Aid, Nate Dogg.
Yikes.
Don't do it. Don't waste your money.
Do
Go
we have the
take that.
schedule? Do we have the schedule?
Oh, I don't know that I put the schedule on here, but I can find it real quick. You want to pull up the Bears schedule
Yeah.
and just go through it real quick?
There's no way they win 9 games.
All right, we'll pull it up real quick. Hold
Not
on.
a chance.
All right, we're going to do the old school Google. Let me pull this down real quick. We're going to do the old school Google way here, fellas. How about that?
I
Let's
mean,
do it.
I think the Packers win that division.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I just think
Detroit lost
LaFleur-
too much.
yeah, and LaFleur's a good offensive-minded head coach, and already is familiar with the guys he has. Yeah, I don't think the Bears are going to get there with Ben Johnson. I mean, it's his first time being a head coach. He's not
I think
familiar
he's
with
going to get
these
really
guys.
frustrated. I think he's
Yeah.
going to get very frustrated with Caleb Williams not throwing the ball when he's supposed to throw the ball.
Well,
The
I
Matt
mean-
Nagy comparisons will be flying before the snow
yeah,
in
and
Chicago.
it's, as much shit as we give Jared Goff, like he ain't running around. He's getting the ball out of
Nope.
his hand.
Well,
As
we're like,
As my teen daughter might say, Jared Goff understands the assignment.
Yes.
yes.
Caleb Williams does not.
Yeah.
Well, we're acting like Ben Johnson came like he was making, some sort of masterful stew out of, what's that stuff called? Scrapple. He had freaking Amon-Ra St. Brown. He had Laporta. He had 2 running backs that were Pro Bowlers. He had the best offensive line in
And
football.
Williams, who can fly.
He was
Javonte, is it Javonte or Javonta Williams?
Jameson Williams.
James Williams, yeah.
Yeah.
That dude can fly.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
he's got weapons everywhere, and you just send them all different directions. Good luck. Try to keep up with all that speed.
Yeah. Now
So,
you got
all right.
Colston Loveland. Best of luck.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so the Vikings at the Bears. They could win that one.
Is that Monday Night
It's a
Football
great
game?
time to catch J.J. McCarthy.
Yes. Then they play at the Lions.
Uh,
That's a lot.
2 division games right off the bat.
That is wild.
NFC North football, baby.
They don't beat the Lions.
No.
No.
Cowboys.
I
At
don't
the
think they
Bears.
beat the Cowboys either.
Can they run the football? I mean, if they can run the football, they can beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, but that's going to have to go away from the Caleb Williams show. Can Caleb Williams, even though he said he wanted to throw for 4,000 passing yards and then gave a whole speech about how it was about him, and then at the end he goes, "Oh yeah, and win football games."
Mhm.
Okay, buddy. So are you going to be fine handing the football off against the Cowboys defense who gave up like 170 yards a game? Cowboys, can they win that game?
No, Cowboys win that game. Dak's usually actually pretty good first couple games.
Yeah, that's true. So we got them at 1-2. Do they beat the Raiders? I don't
Mm.
know, man.
That's a toss-up for me.
Is it in Chicago? Maybe.
No, it's in Las Vegas.
No.
So we got them at 1-3. They're not going to beat the Commanders on the road. So they're at 1-4. They can beat the Saints.
They could beat the Saints.
So that's 2-4. They're not going to beat the Ravens. That's 2-5. They're
Nope.
not going to beat the Bengals.
Nope.
It's 2-6. The Giants, yes. So they're 3-6. Vikings,
They don't sweep the Vikings.
no. So 3-7.
No.
Do they beat the Steelers?
No.
No. Aaron
3-8.
Rodgers owns the Chicago Bears.
Oh, great point. They're not beating the Eagles. That's 3-9.
That's their last chance to get him.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
it.
if he wins, that would be so great. Are they going to beat the Packers in
No.
Green Bay?
Not in
No.
Green Bay.
They're
Not-
3-10. Do they beat the Browns? Okay,
Depends who's
4-10.
playing quarterback for the Browns.
True.
We'll give them the Browns.
4-10. Do they beat the Packers at home?
No.
Okay, 4-11. No, they're not beating the Niners. Not on the road, buddy.
And
Why
then
is it
Lions.
say forfeited? They already forfeited their last game?
Oh,
So
wow.
So they're 4-11. So we've got them going 5. We have the Bears going 5-11.
Sounds about right.
Well,
Yeah.
actually they may not even beat the Lions there.
Depends if they're playing for anything. I don't
Yeah.
think the Lions will
They
be
might
like
be-
way out there.
I could see him getting between 4 and 6 wins.
I don't see 9. To have 9, you're gonna have to like steal one against the Packers and then beat the Eagles or the 49ers.
On the road.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the Bengals and the Ravens back to back.
Bengals
and
on the road.
They have
That's a rough stretch.
They have the worst road schedule of anybody. They play the Niners, the Eagles, the Packers, the Vikings, the Bengals, the Ravens, the Commanders, the Lions. Like, that's the worst road schedule in football.
The Raiders is their easiest road game, but they also have to contend with Las Vegas. You got all these young guys out there in Las Vegas. That's a home field advantage right there.
I'm here to
Full
say
on
it on record.
degeneracy.
That is the worst road schedule in football.
It's brutal.
That is awful.
They might go 0-8 on the road, dude.
They might. That's bad. Anyways.
Wow.
Okay. That was a fun activity. Good call, J-Bye. There's no way. There's got to be a bet on how many road games they could win. Or they
Take the
wouldn't
under
win.
1.5.
Yeah, that's a brutal road schedule. Okay, we got a few fun questions we like to do here before we wrap it up. Oh no, how'd that get in there?
What?
That must have slipped in there. This graphic of Brock Purdy isn't as bad as you think. Touchdowns 51, Patrick Mahomes 53, interceptions 23, Patrick Mahomes 25, yards 81-44 for Brock Purdy, 81-11 for Patrick Mahomes. Completion percentage 67.6 for Brock, 67.3 for Mahomes. Rating 104.4 for Purdy, 93 for Mahomes. That's weird. We were talking about the NFC North.
I wonder if Purdy has a bigger yards per attempt because, man, Mahomes hasn't been throwing it down the field lately either the last couple of
Purdy
seasons.
led the league in yards per attempt the past 2 years.
Okay. So is Mahomes a game manager at this point?
I mean, if the stats fit,
Well,
just saying.
Notice he didn't put the MVP stats up there.
Or Super Bowls. Or division titles.
Any achievements at all.
No, nothing. Cherry picked a bunch of stats that mean nothing. Okay. Eric, J-Bye, which NFC North head coach do you rank first in this very grainy, beautiful graphic that we have crafted here? We've got Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson, Matt LaFleur, Kevin O'Connell. What do you think here?
Well, Ben Johnson has yet to coach a single game, so it can't be him. Kevin O'Connell, quarterback whisperer, yes, decent coach. Okay, Dan Campbell, great motivator, pretty good football mind, but only one man on this screen has gotten winning football out of Malik Willis, and that is Matt LaFleur. No losing seasons. All this guy does is win. He beats the crap out of the division. He's a great coach. He is the best coach in the NFC North.
Woo, J-Bye.
Well, I'll say this. I want to agree with you. I really do, because I like LaFleur. I think he's a great coach. But I can't trust a coach that doesn't wear a hat. Especially if you don't wear a hat when it's cold outside.
When it's freezing cold.
So therefore, I can't trust you. I can't trust you. I can't play you.
LaFleur's got too much of a Shamar Moore goatee, too. That thing is very, very
he looks like he just got off a scene of Love and Basketball with that goatee shape.
Yeah.
Before all this identity stuff started, we had a word, metrosexual. And that's what Matt LaFleur is. He's a very clean-cut, well-manicured dude.
Is he responsible for the what's the word I'm looking for that says wussification of NFC North football? He was the first one there.
He's the longest tenured head coach in the NFC.
Is he the one that said, hey, all of our coaches have to look like this now in the NFC North? And we're not going to run, we're not going to run power football. We're going to run, spread it out.
If you've never gone to dinner with Sean McVay, you don't get to coach.
I was going to say, you can tell, like, he came from that Sean McVay tree. Like, look at the coaches that were from the Sean McVay Kyle Shanahan tree. Like they all look like this, like Dweeby, McDaniels, LaFleur, all these guys look the same. I mean, they just
Who would you put as first, J-Bone, in this division?
based off of what he's done with the quarterbacks he's had, I would go the Vikings coach.
Kevin O'Connell
But
can't win the big game.
he can't win the big game.
None of these coaches can win the big game. This is a big gameless division.
Yeah.
I mean, all these guys are offensive guys too. It's like the Big
okay.
12. I mean, they're going to put up a lot of points.
What happened to defense in
They're
the
not
NFC
going to play
North?
defense, and I mean, look at the Super Bowl champs. Defense wins championships.
BGD, big game deficiency runs rampant in the NFC North.
Unbelievable. Is this the division with the most letters in their division as logos? That'd be a fun activity.
2.
It might be.
Somebody's got more than 2, right?
I don't know. Letters for logos. Somebody look into that. B. McCormick, get back to us.
Does
Which
KC
NFC North?
count? It's an arrowhead, but it's also letters.
They are letters, but there's no other.
The letter isn't the logo, though.
And the Chargers is just a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, nobody's doing better than 2. No way.
yeah, that's pretty good. We'll have to get back to that. Which NFC North wide receiver core do you rank first, Eric?
I mean, it has to be the one that has Justin Jefferson on it.
Yeah,
he really supersedes a lot of stuff. If you're going on aggregate, I would probably, yeah. I mean, Detroit would need a third guy. So
Tim Patrick is a third guy. I draft that guy every year in fantasy football.
But it really, Matthew Golden is a question mark for us. So we're probably the second best. I would go Minnesota, Green Bay, Detroit, Chicago. Roma Dunze, known malcontent. And now you got Luther Burden getting yelled at for lining up wrong and stuff at camp. So you got DJ Moore and
who walks
this
off
Colston
the field
Loveland kid better be able to play or they're in trouble.
DJ Moore walks off the field in the middle of the play because the quarterback won't throw him the ball.
Yeah. And then you got didn't DeAndre Swift get run out of Ben Johnson's offense in Detroit because he wasn't taking what's blocked and he's getting cute losing yards? So you're going to have your quarterback out there freelancing when he's supposed to just be throwing a 12-yard out. And then on top of that, DeAndre Swift is bebopping and losing 3 yards on a perfectly blocked up play.
Lined up in the wrong place.
That's why Roshan Johnson is the dude. That's the dude I'm drafting for my fantasy football team from the Bears.
Like a year or two.
I'll never quit Roshan Johnson.
Love it. I couldn't quit Antonio Gibson. J-Bye, how do you rank these?
Well, Jefferson's best wide receiver in the NFL, but he's only one guy. Jordan Addison, isn't he getting suspended?
Yep.
So 3 games.
Yeah. So I was confused why the Packers drafted a wide receiver, especially in the first round, because I've always thought their wide receivers were good. I mean,
Wicks isn't even on this list.
You just don't know which one's going to get the ball. That's what makes it hard playing them in fantasy. So I would go Packers here.
I think it's Lions, Vikings, Packers, and Bears. Which defense would you rank first?
With Hutchinson back, I think it's Detroit. I'm real worried about our secondary, boys. We got a bunch of decent nickel corners, and 2 of those guys are going to draw the short straw and have to play outside. I'm not even sure which ones it's going to be. I like our front 7. I love this Van Ness kid, Sean Gary, coming along very nicely. Yep. But you might be able to throw it all over the yard on these 2025 Green Bay Packers. The Lions secondary's a little better than ours, but their pass rush is crazy. And they just drafted another D tackle in the first round. They're still, the offense might be lacking a little bit with the new minds and so forth, but the defense should still be pretty solid in Detroit.
That was the story last year, is that their defense got decimated before the playoffs, and they couldn't stop anybody.
Yeah, I was going to say, they gave up a ton of points.
Going to, and the Vikings just blitz all the time with what's his face. Who's the guy that got in trouble in Miami? What's his name?
Brian
Flores.
Flores.
There you go.
Yep.
And I don't know about the Bears, but I will say this: that losing Eberflus or whatever his name was, that was the best hair in the division before they fired him. So he had quite the style going on in the hair department there. Which NFC North quarterback is number one in your opinion? Look at this as I've placed the NFL MVP odds: 2,500 for Jordan Love, 3,000 for Jared Goff, 2,800 for Caleb Williams for some ungodly reason, and then plus 6,000 for JJ McCarthy. I don't get this, Eric. Who is the number one quarterback in this division?
Well, I mean, the question basically is just, is Jordan Love better than Jared Goff? And the answer is yes.
Dude, so we argued about this list last week about top quarterbacks in the NFC, and he was number one. And I'm like, are we? This can't.
Dude, all
no
the good
offense.
quarterbacks are in the AFC.
That's right.
All of
Yes.
them.
Hardest conference in football.
Shut up.
AFC, SEC, NFC.
Hmm.
Toughest conferences in football.
J-Vi, how would
That
you
might
rank
be
these?
right.
Look, I'm a Jared Goff hater, but he has taken two different teams to an NFC championship game. So until those other guys show that they're capable of doing that, I mean, Jared Goff was top 5 MVP voting last year, wasn't he? Was he not?
You can't say that and not give Brock Purdy that same credit 2 years ago. You
Brock
can't do it.
Purdy wasn't in the. Brock Purdy
Yeah.
hasn't taken two different teams to an NFC championship. Brock Purdy
I
hasn't
need
been
to
in top
see-
5 MVP voting.
I need to see Brock's fiance before I put him above
He's
Jared
married.
Goff in any kind
He's
of
married.
He just had a kid too.
Oh, wow. That's
Oh, good
Trevor
point.
Lawrence's problem. Trevor Lawrence
Right.
got
Don't
married, then he
just
had a
put
kid.
Trevor Lawrence and Brock Purdy in the same question.
I
One of those
just
guys
saying.
actually wins playoff games.
Trevor
Stop.
Lawrence got married and had a kid, and he's 2-13 in his last 15 starts.
Now, not to stray from the NFC North, but Josh Allen is my dynasty league quarterback. Do I have anything to worry about with this marriage front?
Yes. You have absolutely everything to worry about. Quarterbacks that get married are terrible at least 1 to 2 years afterwards. There's ask Jim Kelly. He cursed the Bills in 1994 or whatever it was. Cursed them for years.
Well,
They haven't gotten over this.
Yeah, but a lot of these guys marry girls that are on their hip all the time, so things change. Josh Allen's wife has a career. She lives in a different. She's in Buffalo occasionally, but she's
Okay,
making
feel
movies.
better.
She's making
feel
movies.
better.
So
Yeah, but making movies with Michael B. Jordan where they're like, come on, how's he supposed to turn the other cheek?
hey,
There's other cheeks that are being
when
involved.
you're Josh Allen, you don't have things to worry about.
No.
Okay. All right. So I think
Have you seen the girls in Buffalo?
yes, we were up there.
They got girls in Buffalo?
I think the question is, who do you put second or third and fourth? Do you put Caleb Williams above JJ McCarthy? Or
I think you have to, technically,
I'm
because
putting him last. I don't
he
care.
has completed NFL passes, but
I
no,
don't know.
because JJ McCarthy has Kevin O'Connell, and
Yeah,
Caleb Williams doesn't have that.
got Ben
So, yeah.
Johnson.
JJ McCarthy will acquiesce to Kevin O'Connell's demands. So, okay. We're not going to talk golf, but we do have. Does anybody have a how dare you? I have a few. We can do how dare yous real quick, and then we'll be done.
No,
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you, sir? You're gross. How dare you?
Okay. How dare yous, ladies and gentlemen, of the week? Does anybody have one? I have a few that I will just rapid fire right off the hip, and then we can be done.
Sirius XM, how dare you take Sports Grid channel 159 off of the dial? That was the only thing I listened to on Sirius XM. So I don't even want your $3 or your $7 offer this time. I want my Sports Grid, but they got an app, so I'm fine.
Okay,
Hmm.
good.
Well,
I
we're
thought,
done
okay.
here, serious.
I hate. Yeah, that's brutal. There's nothing worse than getting involved in a show or a channel and then it's gone, and then you're like, well, now what do I do? I don't know what to do with a Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands or my ears. J-Bot, do you have one?
Yeah, I'm gonna how dare you a situation. Really, it's probably totally my fault, but I'm not gonna how dare myself because I'm a better man than that.
Wow, big of you.
My son's second birthday was on Monday. You know the toddler chairs that are like foam, and then you can get their kid's name on them, and they have designs on them. You sit they're chairs. So I was trying to order one of those for his birthday. I'm like thinking I'm doing good. The wife's gonna be proud of me because I'm taking
Initiative.
initiative to order something and not waiting for her to tell me what to get him. And it shows up on Saturday, and it wasn't the chair. All it was the wraparound that goes around it with his name on it. So there's no chair now. There's just a cover. There's no chair. So I'm like, all right, I messed that up. I'm gonna do this again. I'm like, I'm just gonna order a chair, and then I can just put the cover over it. So I ordered the chair, and it got here today, and it came in a box that was like 4x4, all scrunched up. So now this thing has to expand, and I put the cover over it. And my wife's like, "That cover doesn't fit," and I'm like, "You gotta wait for it to expand." But it started to expand, and I haven't admitted to her yet, but I think she's right. I don't think
Cover's
the
not gonna
cover's gonna
fit.
fit. So now I've ordered an expensive cover that didn't come with a chair. Now I've ordered a chair that was pretty expensive, and the cover's not going to fit the chair. So how dare that whole situation for trying to do it for my son for his birthday, and now he doesn't
For
have
the
a chair
kids. For the kids.
for the
Can you
kids.
heat gun that thing? Maybe shrink it up a little.
I don't know. I might have to. Might have to wash it.
You got
This
an
thing
O.J.
needs to be
Simpson
washed.
chair.
This needs to be washed before he sits in it.
You got an O.J. Simpson. Look, the cover doesn't fit. All right, I'm gonna rapid fire these. How dare you to this guy who accidentally threw away his hard drive with 8,000 Bitcoin, and now it's worth $1 billion, and he quit his search. You pansy.
Wow.
Does that mean he's dead? That must mean he's dead, right?
He should be out there every day. I don't care, because that could change.
Yeah.
I mean, if you find that, I don't care if it takes 20 years. How dare you, you coward? Also, how dare you to Mina Kimes, who came out with this worst song discourse about wedding songs? Well, guess what? How dare you? Because we did that 2 years ago. Okay,
Jeez.
you're not being original here. We did this already. How dare you to this guy who said Hot Honey needs a better PR team? Because I said that like a week ago, and here comes this guy getting a viral tweet out of it. How dare you?
It should be though.
Hot Honey is so good.
I do warn you, don't go too hard in the paint or you'll make it a phase. Like I haven't had Hot Honey in a long time now because I went so deep when I first discovered it. I was like, I'm putting this on everything. Dipping watermelon in it.
I made my own. I got local honey and then I put Tapatio hot sauce in it. And I didn't eat anything but 5 chicken breasts for dinner the other night, just dipped in hot honey. I'm serious. Last night, that's all I had. No vegetables, no nothing, just 5 chicken breasts.
Carnival diet.
How dare you to the Yasso bar for shrinking the size of this bar? It's a disgrace. It's disgusting. Don't think we don't notice you or RX bars or Fit Crunch bars for shrinking the size of your healthy desserts.
Yep.
And how dare you to Sideline Cap Collection? Because Kyle Shanahan started this, and then the NFL banned him from wearing them, and it's a disgrace. And now they're selling them. So
Is that a biker hat?
I don't know, dude. There's so many.
Like a Wyndham Park biker hat.
Yeah. What is that? You know what I'd love? I'd love a plain hat with just the little goat in the bottom corner. That'd be sweet.
That would be cool.
I love minimalist hats. I love those Shanahan little logo hats.
He started all this 2 years ago, and then they told him he couldn't wear them. And now they're selling them.
Hypocritical.
Okay.
I wonder if he sold 10% of himself to him.
Good point. I believe Dylon is working on a new football song, but it's almost time to start playing the football song again as we exit the stage.
Do you want me to play it?
I mean, you tell me. That ice cream beat came on at the roller rink the other day, and I was doing all kinds of just head nods and stuff. I was like, people would probably look at me like I'm crazy. Anyways, that has been episode 275. Eric, we thank you for coming on and providing us the NFC North wisdom and your Packer fandom. Do you think they'll win the Super Bowl? Final words.
Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's at that point in Jordan Love's career. He's had a little, he's had his hot start, came down, little trial, little tribulation. Now we go.
He is healthy, so that, good for him.
Secondary is something that could come together over the course of the season.
Counterpoint, if they have to play the Niners in the playoffs, you're not winning that game. You have not won that game in years. You won't win that game.
We'll do a shave the beard off bet.
Yes.
Oh, he won't do it.
Yes, I will.
No, you still have to shave your head from shaving your beard when the Rangers were in the playoffs. And
I'm done. I'm done with playoff beards. They don't work. I'm done.
They don't work unless you're on the team.
They don't work. Facts. Okay. We'll
right.
save the football song and let's do some ice cream beat. Everyone go follow Eric